Who is Dalia Dippolito?
Understanding, sweet, and compassionate.
That's all Mohammed told you to say, right?
Yes, he told me to say that.
Yeah, you're 5,000% sure, ready to go.
I needed to project confidence, and yeah, but that's what he told me. I needed to make it look believable.
Gotcha.
Dalia Dippolito, the woman caught on tape, saying she was 5,000% sure she wanted a hitman to kill her husband, returned to court yesterday, curious about her fate. Watch until the end to find out.
Already, I'm positive, like 5,000% sure.
Testifying, making her first court appearance since her 2009 arrest and her conviction in 2011.
I was accused of something that I didn't do.
Attempting to justify the damning footage. Her defense was that she was merely pretending.
This is supposed to be something you guys are going to put online so that you can get publicity.
On social media, yeah.
On social media.
Right. So we can try to get an acting job from it.
Dalia claimed it was all a scheme she devised with her ex-husband, Michael Dippolito, and former lover, Muhammad Shahadi, to get famous.
So this was acting.
But prosecutors say it was no act, and alleged she promised to pay this undercover cop, posing as a hitman to kill her husband of 6 months.
She hogged one to the third space from here.
Then, he gets 2 and ahead.
Her now ex-husband, Mike Dippolito, says he couldn't wait to see what she'd say in court.
Let me know when she's going. I'll be sitting in the back with popcorn. I'd love to see this.
Walking on the sidewalk right now, this doesn't happen very often.
No, this doesn't happen at all.
In an exclusive pretrial interview with 2020, this past December, Dippolito said she's just misunderstood.
Who is Dalia Dippolito?
Understanding, sweet, and compassionate.
Because of that, they've actually...
At the time, her newly hired, high-powered attorneys wouldn't let Dalia talk about certain parts of the case, particularly those seemingly damning videotapes, because she's now facing a new trial after her first conviction was overturned on a technicality. But yesterday, there was no avoiding them. She's forced to watch that moment we've all seen again and again.
5,000% Charlotte.
That's all Mohammed told you to say, right?
Yes, he told me to say that.
Yeah, you're 5,000% sure, ready to go.
I needed to project confidence, and yeah, but that's what he told me. I needed to make it look believable.
Gotcha.
Perhaps the most surreal moment in the courtroom, when the prosecutor plays an audio tape of her trying to explain to her then husband, Mike, that she actually didn't pay to have him killed. Of course, according to her, Mike was in on the performance from the very beginning. So why ask the prosecutor? Is she trying so hard to convince him?
You claim that it was all made up as part of the script. How could that not be true?
Her attorney, Brian Claypool, says Dalia is the innocent victim of a fame-hungry police department.
This case is about a police department that tossed her under the bus for purposes of getting fame on a cop's TV show.
He points to that now infamous moment when police staged a fake crime scene and told Dalia Dippolito that her husband was dead.
Is your husband Michael? Okay, I'm sorry to tell you, man, he's been killed.
Claypool says it was all part of the Boynton Beach Police's plan to be on the reality TV show Cops when Muhammad came to them with the story about a beautiful woman who wanted to have her husband killed. Claypool says detectives thought they'd struck TV gold.
What the police department did is they found out she's an attractive woman. In their minds, they're like ching, ching, ching. This is a perfect skit to get on tape.
Not long after filming the exchange between the police and Dalia, the police had posted the video online.
Why did you go back to the police department and immediately post on YouTube a video of the staged crime scene of Dalia Dippolito?
Well, we posted it as part of our entire plan of publicizing the arrest in this case.
You would agree with me that there's still a pending investigation of Ms. Dippolito and you posted the YouTube video, right?
Yes.
Dalia's attorney says it all adds up to only one conclusion. She was framed.
There's no question about it that the Boynton Beach Police Department was dead set on manufacturing a crime here.
American lawyer and journalist Sunny Hostin says that remains to be seen.
Is this a case of entrapment?
Do I think that the police officers could have done better? Yes. And you certainly don't, as the police spokesperson, upload that video to YouTube. Is that a case killer? No, it isn't.
It seems unusual, correct me if I'm wrong, but for police to lie and on camera and create a crime scene and make this elaborate circumstance to say, oh, your husband's dead, when he really isn't.
That is unusual, but not unheard of. I have to tell you that sting operations happen all the time.
The Boynton Beach Police Department stands behind their investigation, telling the media.
The cops' show just happened to be here at the time of this investigation. We're not in the business of producing television. We're in the business of saving lives. And we believe we did that in this case.
And just yesterday issuing a statement. We trust in our state attorney to successfully prosecute this case, and we are confident we have given his office sufficient evidence to meet the state's burden. Still, Dalia's attorneys have filed a motion to dismiss the case based on evidence of what they say is police misconduct. If the case isn't dismissed, a new trial is set to start this spring, and there's one person who says he has no doubt Dalia is guilty.
I am 5,000% sure she tried to kill me.
First comes love, then comes marriage, then murder. This story was on newscasts everywhere.
Dalia Dippolito.
She is the Boynton Beach newlywed.
Caught on tape taking a contract out on her husband.
The hitman turned out to be an undercover cop.
Police staged a fake murder scene.
For 6 years, hounded by the press, but never saying a word until now. Now let's dig deeper into what both of them said about the whole situation.
Walking on the sidewalk right now, this doesn't happen very often.
No, this doesn't happen at all. This is the first time I've had a walk in a long time.
Yeah, your every move is monitored.
She's under house arrest, accused of solicitation to commit murder, tethered to an ankle bracelet.
That's what it looks like, and it doesn't come off at all.
She says she's on medication for what is unsurprising, depression and anxiety. And that faith is what gets her through each day.
All the songs are just about people going through struggles. I feel like I'm, casting away the negativity and just really bringing it light.
What's been the hardest part?
Not knowing when it's over, not being able to leave, watching everybody around me being able to come and go as they want, and I can't do that, and just trying to be happy for them as they're coming back and forth and stuff.
What was your initial impression of Mike Dippolito?
Charming.
What drew you to him?
He was really, really engaging, and I felt a really strong connection.
We seemed to hit it off really quick.
What do you think Michael saw in you?
My personality.
I guess we were active sexually, that seemed to be on point. I would say I was naive in that I just never imagined something as crazy as what happened would happen. You would never see that coming.
When people hear the name Dalia Dippolito, what do you think comes to mind?
Everything negative. All the headlines, the person they're describing, it's definitely not me. I had a really great childhood, happy, had a lot of friends. I didn't have a hard time getting along with people. I was told that he was going through the divorce proceedings.
Would you have had a problem had that not been the case, if he just was a married guy who was looking for some fun on the side?
Yes.
Well, I didn't meet her in church. That's obvious. Needless to say, I was married. I made a bad decision. I called an escort. She came.
Why rush into the marriage? Why say, okay, your divorce is final, let's run to the courthouse and get married?
It clearly wasn't well thought out. We weren't like the party type or anything like that, and so I liked the homey type of, environment.
Did Mike love it? Did you love it? Did you love it together?
He liked the fact that people would be on these shows and essentially get paid to do nothing. It's just watching them at home or on their couch. He said, if they could do it, if you're watching these people do it, there's no reason why, we can't do it. We look better than those people, and why not? After months of being together, his probation officer showed up at our home, and I had no idea who it was. When he told me, he just completely downplayed everything.
Probation until 2032.
Right, and that was something else that I didn't know either. I wouldn't have dated him if I would have known.
That's just silly. That's a lie. She's lying. 7 years, I guess, prior, I had no run-ins with the police. I meet Dalia, And then within 6 months, I'm probably pulled over, had my house searched, and grabbed at every other area in Palm Beach probably 8 times.
The cops say there's a reason they keep pulling him over. They are getting anonymous tips that he's dealing drugs.
And I'm like, well, how's this happening?
Strange things going on in his life. And in Dalia's too. Police say after just 6 months of marriage, she has other men in her life. Men who are helping her with a secret plan to get Mike's money, his condo, and get him out of the way.
Hey, what's up?
One of those men is in the front seat of this car.
Your life straight after this, seriously, don't ever do, you know?
Killing somebody, come on. I mean, that's, nobody's gonna be able to point a finger at me.
Next, the love story is over.
I was a little surprised. It wasn't like, kill him nicely. It wasn't even like, do it nice, don't hurt him.
Dalia's alleged scheming is about to become a video sensation.
It's a lot tougher than what I love. I know you were like, oh, what a cute little girl, whatever. But I'm not.
At her third trial in 2017, a jury convicted Dippolito of solicitation to commit first-degree murder after just 90 minutes of deliberation. She was sentenced to 16 years in prison. In September 2019, the Florida Supreme Court declined to review her 2017 conviction without comment. Her defense team attempted to bring the case to the U.S. Supreme Court, but in February, the court refused to hear it. After hearing both parties, who do you think is telling the truth? Michael Dippolito or Dalia Dippolito? Comment who in the comment section, and also you can check out more videos like this on our channel. Join us by subscribing to us so you don't miss an episode of True Crime Thrillers.